Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So we made this patchwork fabric on our previous video and I finally decided on what to make out of it. I'm making a sweatshirt with this. So I'm putting my fabric on a fold first. For the length, I'm using 27 inches, but I'm going to take out 2 inches for the band. These are the measurements I'm using. I'm sewing for a size 16, which is an extra large. Now the first thing I'm going to do is take out my length, taking 25 here, and I'm drawing that line out. And next thing I'm going to do is to take my shoulder measurement, which is 11.5 or 12, yeah, 11.5 rather, and I'm going to come down by 2 inches for my shoulder slope. Next, I'm taking my neck measurement for 3 inches wideness and 3.5 inches depth, and I'm just going to curve that out. Now, after covering that out, I'm going to come down by the same measurement I took for my shoulder, which is 11.5. That's my chest line. And I'm going to take my chest measurement, which is 13. And then I'll connect the chest line to the shoulder line with a straight line. Then I'm going to take my curve rule and just curve my armhole out. Curve it out to meet the shoulder line like so. So the next thing I'm going to do is to take the measurement for the hem, which I normally use the same measurement I used for the chest, but for this I'm using 1 inch less, which is 12 inches, because I want it to have a slight curve at the hem, yeah, like that. So that's it. I'm just going to cut this all out. Nothing much to making a sweatshirt. It's just similar to making a hoodie. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to cut out the back, which the major difference between the front and the back is just the neckline. For the neckline of the back, I'm going to come down by 1.2 inches, curve that and just cut it out. That's the only major difference. Every other thing is going to be the exact same, both the armhole. Yeah, so after tracing that out, this is what we have for our front and our back piece. Now, in order to get my armhole curve for the sleeve, I'm going to just measure this out, which I got 13.5, but I'll be taking out half inch for that because when we join the shoulder, it's going to be 13 inches. Now, for the length of my sleeve, it's supposed to be 23 inches, but I'll take out 2 inches for the cuff, which is 21, and I'm marking that out. Then for my cap length, I'm coming down by 4 inches. Mark out that line and just keep my ruler slanted like this and draw a slanted line like so. On that slanted line, I'm going to take out my 13 inches, which we took for the armhole measurement here. Just mark out 13 inches on there. This is already 13 inches. Then we're going to look for the middle point of that 13 inches, which is 6.5. Mark that out. Then that 6.5, we're going to also look for the middle point of it, which is I think 3.2. Yeah, and I'm going to mark that 3.2 on one side and also on the other side from the middle point. Now on one side, I'm going to come down by ½ inch, and on the other side, I'm going to go up by the same ½ inch. Now we're just going to connect those lines together to give us an S curve, just like so. After that, we are going to take our bicep measurement, which is I think 18 inches, which when divided by 2 is 9 plus ½ inch, which is 10 inches. Then for the cuff, I'm going to take 5 inches plus ½ inch for joining, which is 5.5 inches. And we're just going to use our ruler to connect that together. I hope I'm not being too fashion. Hope you guys are understanding. Yeah, so I'm just trying to make the video not to be too long. We're just going to connect that all together. So we have our sleeve cut out. Yeah, so I'm just going to cut this out. Now I wanted a little bit of patchwork on the sleeve because I don't want it to be plain. I want it to match the this thing we're sewing. So I'm just going to make a shape, any shape of your choice, sha, but I made one looking like an armor, and I'm placing my fabric underneath that. I'll pin it down and just stop stitch on this, following the lines that I drew out. Now that's what I'm doing here. I'm top stitching on it, following the lines I drew out for my shape. So after sewing this down, sewing this all the way around on top of the line that I drew out, this is what we have. This amoeba looking shape. You can use whatever design you want. Now I'm going to get my scissors and cut a hole in this and just cut this all out, following the this shape of the amoeba that I drew out. Now you're not going to cut and exceed the line that you sewed down. Just cut around it, leaving like less than ½ an inch there. You get, don't cut and exceed the line, just cut around it. And that's what we have. We'll have our front and back piece here, and we have both sleeves ready to be attached and sewn. So yeah, first thing we're going to do as usual is to join our both shoulders together, which what I've already done that here. I'm trying very hard to match everything so it looks very good. Now I'm going to attach my sleeve, just sew that down like we normally do. I like to just pin down the middle so everything is in place and just work my way around all the way to the other side. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the other sleeve, and I'm going to weave all the parts that I've sewn so far, both the shoulder and the both sleeves. I'm going to weave that down. Now we have our sleeves attached. Next thing we're going to do is to match the armholes together to make sure those are matching together, and just sew all the way down. Join the side seam and joining with 1/2 inch. And I'm just going to join this all the way down, trying very hard to match my seams, my blocks, I mean my squares, so everything is aligning. Now for the neck, I'm going to measure the neck, round the neck, just to get our measurement, which is 21.5 here. When you cutting the neckband, always make sure you're cutting on the stretchy part of the fabric. Now, the measurement we took for our round neck is 21.5. If you're cutting the length of your neckband, you take out 5 to 6 inches, which is 16.5. And for the wideness, I use 2.5 on a fold, that is 1.2. So for the length, 16.5, and for the wideness, 2.5. That is when it's not on a fold. You can use 16, just take out 5 to 6 inches depending on how stretchy the fabric is. Now you're going to join both sides of the neckbands together like so. And yeah, this is what we have. Put that on a fold, because that's how we're going to join it to the neckband. Now you're going to get your sweatshirt, and if you notice, the front is obviously wider than the back, so sharing this equally like this is not going to work. Now what we're going to do is that we're going to move some of the front to the back and some of the back to the front, just like I'm doing in this video. This is a technique I use and it works very well for me. The neckline always comes out looking very nice. Now we're going to match this, shift this like so, and notch those ends. I'm notching the front, and I'm also going to notch the back. Now we're also going to join these two notches together and mark them like that and notch the other end. So in total, you're going to have 4 notches. Notch the other corners, so you have the 4 corners of the neckline notched. Now this is how it's going to look. You're going to get your neckband also and just notch the 4 corners too. Notch both sides, yeah, like that. You put it on the fold and notch it like that. Now we're going to match these 4 notches of the neckband to the 4 notches of our round neck, making sure that this side that has joining, you're matching it to your back neckline. It has to be the back neckline, don't match it to the front. So that line is not going to be showing in the front. Match it to the back neckline and match the opposing notch to the front neckline. Match it to the front neckline and then pin it down. After doing this, you're going to stretch this out to make sure that everything fits around the neckline when you stretch it out, and then match the other 2 notches. But make sure that when stretching this neckband out, it fits the entire neck. You don't have to stretch so much for it to fit. You get, else it's going to like squeeze the neckline together. It's not going to look very good. Just make sure the fabric you're using is very stretchy. Now we're going to sew this all the way around, making sure that while you sew, you stretch the neckband so it fits the actual neckline properly. Stretch it out as you sew. So this is what we have right off the bat after joining this. It's not looking very good right now, but it will when you're done ironing. I'm going to weave this, and after weaving it, this is what we have. Now to finish this back neckline, because you can't leave it looking like this, you're going to get a back tape. This is a back tape. You're going to use it to finish the back neckline. Now we're going to turn this over to the back and cover from one shoulder to the other shoulder. Now you place this over the back neckline seam and just top stitch on it. Top stitch on it to cover the back neckline seam. Just sew this down from one shoulder point to the other shoulder point. Make sure it's the back neckline you're covering and not the front. Now I'm going to finish this down, and yeah, this is what it's going to look like when you're done. Turn this over to the front, and now we're going to top stitch on this, top stitch it down to finish the back neckline properly. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing right now. Just top stitch all the way to the other shoulder. It's how it's going to look. Now to finish the front neckline, you're going to start sewing from where the other seam stops. Just sew down, top stitch on the front neckline, very close to the edge. I'm just sewing this down, round the front neckline all the way to the other end where the other seam stops. And this is what we have. Looking very nice, looking neat. You're going to iron this down because ironing helps a lot. Iron this down so it's going to be flat. I finished this off camera. I have a video up on my page, the couple D video. You're going to see how to finish the cuff and the waistband, yeah, in that video. So go check out the video on my YouTube page. Going to see how to finish this properly. And yeah, this is the final result. Looking very nice, very clean. And if you watched up to this extent, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. And for my OG followers, welcome me back because it's been a while I posted here. Anyways, I'm back and I'll be giving you guys videos back to back. So watch this space, turn on your post notifications, and get ready to see more videos. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.